Hello everybody, thank you for coming back to the channel, and it's another How We Made It Home video entry today, which takes me over to Nunhead in SE15, that's in southeast London, to meet Kirsty. Now Kirsty, along with her husband, own an extraordinary building. It's a Victorian building. It used to be, or started out life as a tile distribution warehouse, supplying developers of the day when the surrounding Victorian houses were being constructed. In later years, it's been a part of a dairy, it's been a mechanics workshop, and it's also been an artist's studio. But it's now a very warm, welcoming family home of around 1,400 square feet. There's 130 square meters. It's up for sale for 1.25 million. I will drop a link to the property in the description box below. I hope you enjoy this interview, and as usual, if you don't mind dropping me comments below, that would be much appreciated. But for now, I'm going to hand over to Kirsty for the full interview.
Hello, Simon. Lovely to see you. Come on in.
Hi, my name's Kirsty, and I am the proud owner of a lovely converted warehouse in Nunhead. It's a Victorian warehouse built at the beginning of the 1900s. Originally, we believe, set as a tile factory for the local area as it was all growing. We've spent probably the better part of nearly 15 years here now, and moved in, fell in love with its space, its light, and have since raised a family, and now we are off to new adventures new. We were looking for something in the area. We'd spent a few years in East Dulwich. We were encouraged by an estate agent at the time to look to the other side of the common, of Peckham Rye Common, and brave it we did. We were taken across, and we ended up finding a lovely house and renting a lovely house in Nunhead on Ivydale Road. So that's very close to here, and it's the longer road that attaches the Nunhead station back through to effectively Peckham Rye. So yes, as we bought the warehouse, I think fell in love with the space and how to live in the space. My husband is British, and I am now British, but originally born in Australia, and so open plan living was perhaps something I was quite used to. When we first moved in, the house had been rented for, well, I want to say the better part of 15 years maybe, so nothing matched, as you can imagine. That happens over time. So different taps and different faucets and different tiles and different wall colours and all those things. So the renovation was more about creating a uniformed feel and aesthetic to the house, but actually working with the space and defining the areas and how we wanted to live in it became a really rewarding journey and process of living here in the house. So we've got lots of memories of being able to move furniture around when we wanted to, have big Christmases and have 20 people in the house, and all sitting at makeshift dining tables, through to being able to define study areas or music areas. And my husband feels very, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, he's just delighted that he managed to keep his turntable with his old-fashioned stereo, and it's all come back into fashion. I think challenges. I think perhaps when we moved in, we didn't appreciate what we would do with some of the outdoor space. So we have spent some time really defining that our back area behind these windows to my right here, that is now our summer barbecue space, and makes us feel like we're in Crete somewhere, sitting against our lovely summer wall. It's a bit of a sun trap. Conversely, to the side of the house, we spent some time making sure that is a secondary outdoor space. I think it's definitely made us appreciate the benefits of being able to have a kitchen space that's so close and open to your living area and your dining area at the same time, but yet still be defined. So that's what we probably love about this space so much, is that it has really clearly defined areas, but flows really well, so that you can appreciate that someone is cooking, but they don't miss out on all the excitement that's happening on the other side of the side of the house. We went on to actually replace all of the bathrooms. There's an ensuite, a main family room, and a downstairs toilet. So we replaced all of the fixtures and fittings and extended the upstairs family bathroom in under the eaves so that we could get a beautiful freestanding bath in that space. We also added skylights to be able to bring in even more light into some of those eave areas upstairs, which gives you a special experience of showering with the stars. It has windows on every side, and that means that you get sunlight no matter where the sun is, and that's, I think, in a British home, as we're all quite needy of our sunshine. The kitchen is my favourite room because I love to cook. I'm a bit of a foodie, so I love to cook, and I love to be able to entertain and talk and spend time in that space. Actually, when we replaced the kitchen, we put the kitchen bench at the highest level we could put the kitchen bench, so that you weren't bending over all the time cooking. It's a good sort of 10 centimetres higher than what the traditional low standing kitchen, and we also ensured that there were 2 kitchen ovens so that we had enough space for cooking big meals. Yeah, so the community is really lovely. The being 76 steps from the local pub is definitely a plus point. The Ivy House has become a real community hub, and it serves so many different purposes. They've done a great job. Yeah, so travel is good. As we all know, those of us who defiantly fall in love with South London and our lack of a tube, we embrace every other form of transport. So there are multiple different bus routes here that can get you either on a fast train from Peckham Rye quite quickly into town, be it Victoria or London Bridge. Nunhead station slightly in the other direction is a short walk, and that also takes you into Victoria and London Bridge and others. So both of those are particularly useful. Thameslink also runs through there, and Nunhead. Where next? So we were lucky enough to spend some time recently visiting Australia with family and work, and we fell in love with the sound of lapping water, and we've decided that that's our next phase of our life. Now that we're empty nesters, and we have the opportunity to think about what we will do next. So we want to surround ourselves with that sound of the water and different viewpoints. Take in a bit of nature and do those things that people like to do when you want to take in the world after a certain age.